Hello folks, I am the Mighty Plantain and I've got something a little different today. We do meads once in a while on this channel and I have another mead. I think every review I've done on a mead so far, unless I'm doing one at a brew fest, which I don't think I've actually filmed, has been a mead from Bee Nektar. They are actually one of the only widely available meads in my area, so makes sense that I've only hit them. This one's called Tuco-Style Freakout, and based on the styling of the text and the description here, I think this has actually got some call-outs to Breaking Bad. And yes, I'm one of the few people around here who has not seen every episode of Breaking Bad. Hey, I just caught up on eight seasons of Game of Thrones not too long ago, so maybe I'll hit Breaking Bad when I get a chance. I'm going to read this to you. Say my name, Bee Nektar. You're goddamn right. This stuff will give Heisenberg a run for his money because this shit is tight, tight, tight. The coveted crystal green color comes from pure lime juice added to the honey and agave nectar. No gas masks necessary for this cook, but tidy whities are always welcome. A word of warning, though, in case you really don't know who you're talking to, tread lightly in our territory. If you think you're the one who knocks, you might find yourself on the wrong end of a Tuco-style freakout. Pairs well with roof pizza. Yeah, B. So like I said, I don't get any of that. But I do know that Bee Nektar has had some really decent meads in the past, and here's what I see on this. I see lime juice and honey, of course, it's a mead, and agave nectar. So, there should be some really interesting flavors in here, which is what caught my eye. 6.5% alcohol by volume, gluten free, fermented beverage with malt substitute, that malt substitute being honey. Every time I think of mead, I think of the 13th Warrior. Look, say what you want about that movie. It's got some awesome fucking lines and some kick-ass Vikings, okay? The guy's like, I cannot drink fermentation of wheat or grain, something like that, because he's Muslim. I could be wrong. No, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just guessing here, and I could be wrong about that. But whatever his religion is, it does not allow him to drink fermentation of grains and etc. And then they start laughing at him and say, "Ha ha ha! It's made of honey," and then he gets drunk. Look, it's a great scene. I didn't do it any kind of justice in that little recreation there. Watch the movie. Watch the movie and listen to the Vikings. The Vikings are awesome in that movie, if nothing else. So, anyway, I can't think of mead without thinking of the 13th Warrior. And I'm not having any luck putting a good head on this, which I think is kind of typical of meads, and there is a bit of a green hue to it. Slightly. I mean, it's not like green green. It ain't ecto cooler green, but that has got a nice green hue. It's like pear juice for the most part in color, but there is a green hue to it. It's very subtle, and the camera might not catch it, but looking at it up close, it's got a very, very pale green color to it. It is, I can't say subtle enough, apparently, but it's there. It's there. Extremely subtle green, but definitely a little hint of a green hue to it. Just a bit. Hell, for all I know, it could be a reflection off the green in this shirt, but no, holding it up to the light, it's still there, so. Not very effervescent. A few bubbles coming up through, but very clear, very pale. It's got a nice sweet aroma. With a slight bit of a citrus tang. It's just a hint. It's good. That's good. That is very good. Um, it mentions agave nectar. There's a hint of a tequila aftertaste. That's coming forth for me more than anything else. I mean, up front it's nice and sweet. It's got a little bit of lime sourness to it. I mean, it's a very nice, mellow, and sweet mead. Then, as you swallow it, that little bit of citrusy lime flavor kicks in, gives you a bit of a punch, and then in the finish, it has that tequila aftertaste, but not the ick tequila taste. I'm not a big fan of tequila, but there's a certain character to a good, smooth tequila that you got to respect, and it's the aftertaste on this is everything that's pleasant about tequila, but none of the nastiness. If that makes any sense to you at all. So I got to admit, well, the color got my attention. I'm a big fan of green. That slight hint of a green hue to it impressed me. Yes, someday I will try a true green absinthe, and that'll be fun, maybe, at least visually for me. But no, that little hint of green color to it impressed me right off the bat. But then the complexity and flavor of the drink itself was really nice. That up front, nice sweet mead. It's crisp, very light, very sweet, but then a little bit of lime sourness as you're swallowing it. And then the finish, there's a tequila character to it. And I know that agave, what did I say, agave syrup? Agave nectar, sorry, agave nectar isn't tequila, but the agave is what any true tequila is distilled from. So it, pardon, ooh, stands to reason that some of that tequila-ish flavor is going to carry through. Hell, maybe I'm just imagining it, but like I said, in the finish, it's everything that's pleasant about tequila, none of the ick. This is a very unique flavor and overall experience for me. Yeah, I think I'm going to hit this with a 5 out of 5. I'm really, really enjoying it. And that's not true of everything I've had from B Nektar. They've had some really good ones, but then I had one loser, Evil Genius from B Nektar. It was a hopped mead, and for some reason, for me anyway, the combination of the hoppy bitterness and the sweetness of the mead just didn't resonate, and it turned me off pretty bad. But this one, complete opposite. I'm loving the combination of flavors and everything they brought together on this. So again, full on 5 out of 5. But that's just what I think. Make sure to hit me up down in the comments and the email link down below. I'd like to hear if you agree or disagree, your assessment of this beverage yourselves. While you're down there, make sure to like and share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. I'll get a notification that you subscribed. I'm pushing towards 200 subscribers. Hopefully hit that soon. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.